what's up, hello? My name is Emma, and today I am doing an unboxing! Today I am doing my monthly Fairyloot unboxing, so thank you so much to Fairyloot for sending me your July box for review. The theme for Fairyloot's July box is Rebels in Ballgowns, and I am just expecting some really powerful fantasy women to be featured in this box. I am Fairyloot rep, which means if you are interested in trying out Fairyloot for the very first time, you can use my code EMMA for 5% off a 3 or 6 month subscription. But without further ado, let's open this box. So this is the spoiler card art for Fairyloot's Rebels in Ballgowns box. I really love the artwork on this one. I think it's one of my favorites they've done so far this year. So the first item is a candle that was designed exclusively by Geeky Clean, and it is inspired by Nevernight by Jay Kristoff. The candle scent is called Covere, which I believe is the main character's last name in Nevernight. I'm not really sure because I haven't read the book, but I really love the color of this candle. It's just like this bright pink. Now, there's no scent described on the spoiler card or on the candle, so this is like a blind smell test. Ooh, that is very floral. I feel like I just stepped into like a flower nursery. This is a really nice scent. For some reason, I feel like it also smells like Michael's craft store, and I don't know why, but it smells really, really good. It has a very sweet, flowery smell, but it's not super overbearing in the way some candles are, so this is one I can definitely see myself using very soon. I really, really like it. Next, we have this little jewelry box with a Fairyloot logo on it, and it jingles, so I'm assuming there's maybe like a necklace or a bracelet in here. So this is a crystal masquerade ball necklace designed by Fairyloot, and I really like this. I very rarely switch up my jewelry. You know, it's always the Mortal Instruments necklace and a choker, but every once in a while I do like to wear a long necklace. So I believe this is probably like an 18-inch cord. It's very delicate, it hangs very low, and I just feel like it's a really nice, simple but pretty jewelry item. I can definitely see myself wearing it in the future. So the next item is a pillowcase cover designed exclusively by Miss Fee, and it is inspired by Legendary by Stephanie Garber. It says, "Your future can be whatever you wish. We all have the power to choose our own destiny," and all along it has these little cards. I believe they might be tarot cards. There are roses and flower petals and just like gold designs. Many of you know that Caraval is not my favorite book. I'm not going to be reading Legendary because I didn't like book 1. That being said, I do still really like this pillowcase. I think the coloration is really nice, and it is not just like so in your face Caraval in the way that like Harry Potter and Throne of Glass and Mortal Instruments items would be. So I don't think you necessarily need to love the book to enjoy this item, because I think it's a really pretty unique pillowcase. So the next item included in this box are a set of magnetic bookmarks designed exclusively by Tarasha, and they are inspired by Shatter Me by Tahara Mafi. I can't tell you how many takes it took me to say Tarasha and Tahara in the same sentence, and I think I still got it wrong in the end. So these bookmarks feature full-length portraits of Adam, Juliet, and Warner, and I really, really love these. I say this almost every single time that Tarasha is included in a subscription box. She's one of my favorite portrait artists for book characters. She's so immensely talented, and I really, really like these bookmarks. I have a few magnetic bookmarks, and a few of them are of different characters, but they've never had this much detail put into them, and I really, really like this item. So the next item included in this box is an iron-on patch designed exclusively by Ink and Wonder Designs, and it is inspired by the Selection series by Kiera Cass. It says, "It's always the fear of looking stupid that stops you from being awesome," and it has all of these different flowers and gems surrounding it. The Selection series is like a classic trashy YA series in my opinion. I love it to this day, and I feel like it is never represented in book subscription services, so it's really cool to see it getting more items. I will say, I feel like I really have no use for patches. I have quite a few bookish ones, and I really, really like them, but I just have nowhere to put them. This is an iron-on patch, so I'm pretty sure I could put it on anything. It's a big commitment in my opinion, and I don't know where I'd want to put it, but I will definitely be saving this because I really, really like the artwork on it. So I feel the next item included is really, really cool. It was designed in collaboration with Fiction Tea Designs and Stella's Bookish Art, and it is a reading journal. This is a reading journal for July to December 2018, and all throughout this, I feel like I have to do like a dedicated flip through. So there are all different quote arts by Stella's Bookish Art, and then as you go through the pages, for example, this is July, and then there are all of these different days where you can write things. There are books that I read that you can fill in, little bit more more information of all of them. There's spots for you to put your favorite quotes and for you to like log, I guess, how much you did read or how much you want to read, because it is like a weekly planner, which is very cool. So I guess you could use this specifically for books or for just like anything in general. And then there's a random thoughts page, and then it repeats the format. I think this is really cool. I think the format of it is really awesome and unique. Like, there are definitely reading journals out there, but I feel like the majority of them just have like this page, which is not as fun as like the little book spines that you can fill in, and the quote art definitely is a really nice touch. I will say, I kind of wish this item was included in the December 2018 box, and it was for every month in 2019. That way you could have your entire year of reading instead of just a couple of months. Despite that, I think this is really cool. Like, I really think Fairyloot should make another one of these for 2019 and have it be the whole year, because I would love it. I'm gonna be honest, like, I'm pretty set in my manner of organizing my reading and such, and I feel like starting in July is just not something I'd be capable of. But like, if this started in January, it would definitely be my New Year's resolution to keep up to date with it. But I really love the artwork and organization of it, and this is like a really, really awesome item. And then finally, we make it to the Fairyloot book of the month. I have to say, this one's tinier than usual. And I don't know, maybe it is size-wise, but also in the thickness, it feels like a pretty tiny book. So the book included in Fairyloot's Rebels and Ballgowns box is Grace and Fury by Tracy Banghart. I feel like I may have heard of this book, but not enough where I like fully recognize it on sight. Also, it is smaller than a normal book. Like, this is a normal hardcover, at least in the US. I know that the UK is a little bit different. And like, that's the size of it, it's tinier. And this is a UK paperback, and it's only like a smidge bigger. So I'm wondering why it's so tiny. Maybe it's the publisher? The first sentence of the synopsis is, "In a world where women have no rights, I'm interested." Obviously not because I want a world where women have no rights, but I'm assuming with that being like the starting point of the story, this is going to be super feminist. So in this world where women have no rights, we follow two sisters named Serena and Nomi. Now, though they are sisters, they have grown up apart. We have Serena, who has grown up in the castle, and she's preparing to be a Grace, which is kind of like the perfect idea of a woman. So I'm assuming silent and pretty. And Nomi is currently on an island prison, and she makes some decisions due to her rebellious nature that could put both of these sisters at a dangerous risk. Though I haven't really heard of this book, I will say it has a lot of components in literature that I enjoy. I really like feminist main characters, I love fantasy, I really love stories about sisters and like examining family dynamics, so it has a lot of things that I would be interested in. Additionally, this is a Fairyloot exclusive edition of the book. First of all, the book doesn't come out until the end of July, so we have it like a full month in advance, but it also was only being printed in paperback, and the hardback was specifically for this box, which is really cool. So it came with a signed book plate and a print that says, "Fire, breathe, water, burn, stars lead the way, your sister is here," which is actually a postcard on the back. Ooh, I really like this. So this is the letter that they include from the author every month, but it comes with this really awesome print on the back, and I'm assuming these are the two sisters based off of their outfits. I'm gonna assume this is Serena, who is the Grace, and this is Nomi, who is the rebel on the island prison. I really like this artwork, and as many of you know, I have like a bookish print wall where I put like all of my art prints from subscription services, and I mostly only like to put up art prints of books that I have read because like I want it to be representative of my likes. But although I haven't read this book, I think I might put this one on here just because it's so pretty. And then finally we get to the Fairy Scoop for the month of June. As always, it comes with an interview with the author. There are some book recommendations at the bottom, which are Caraval by Stephanie Garber, The Hunger Games by Suzanne Collins, The Selection by Kiera Cass, and Red Queen by Victoria Aveyard. I have to say, when I read the synopsis of Grace and Fury, I literally thought of The Hunger Games, Red Queen, and The Selection series, so I think they're spot on with those recommendations. And then we get to the back, which is the theme for Fairyloot's July box, which is The Power Within. It says, "The book we are featuring is a brilliant fantasy book where there are women who can manipulate flesh, bones, breath, and blood." I don't know what book this is. This Fairyloot exclusive edition will have sprayed pages, and it will be signed by the author, which is very exciting. This box will have items inspired by Fallen Kingdoms, Snow Like Ashes, Harry Potter and I Darken, Sky in the Deep, and Children of Blood and Bone. And also, the one item they are spoiling for next month's box is a magic ceramic mug. And now I don't know if this just means like a magical themed mug or if it is one of those like heat sensitive temperature changing mugs, which I love so much. So if that's what's in here, I'm gonna be really excited. But nonetheless, I am super pumped for next month's box, and I really cannot wait to see what book and what items are included. But that really concludes my Fairyloot unboxing for the month of June. There are so many items I like in here. Oh my goodness. I think definitely my favorite is the reading journal, though I will keep saying it. I wish it was like a year-long one because I want to fill it out for the entire year. But the artwork and the organization is just like exactly what I would want in a reading journal, and so I think it's really awesome, and I'm going to try to get into using it throughout the next couple of months. Definitely let me know in the comments below what was your favorite item included in the Fairyloot June box. But that is it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you soon for a new one. Bye!